Hello everyone. Right, basically put my camera on a manual setting and I'm controlling it by my laptop, which is in front of me here. So yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. I hope this is bright enough, but today's look is gonna be like a date night makeup look. As me and my boyfriend are going out later on for a pizza, as it's his birthday tomorrow. So me and him are having a little night together tonight. And I thought I'd do a look. My nails, I just got them done. Now they're this like, as you'll be able to see, like one nail is silver and the rest have like this silver glitter on. So I want to incorporate that into my makeup. And then my thumbnail is white. So I want to do that with my makeup. So I've got this Dose of Colours glitter in Disco. It's one of their ideal duos. This is the shade here, Disco. And then I've also got the Barry M Fine Glitter Dust in number 4. I want to do something with those, so we're going to get into the makeup look. I'm going to do my eyebrows off camera, as I've done my eyebrows quite a lot. I'm going to be using the Freedom Dip Brow Pomade. If you would like an eyebrow tutorial, please let me know, as I'm only going to film one if people actually want to see like an eyebrow tutorial. My eyebrows are nothing special, like there's loads of eyebrow tutorials on YouTube, that's why I've not done one. But this is what I use. So this is the Freedom Eyebrow Pomade in dark brown. And I'm just going to be taking my MAC 266 angled brush and filling my eyebrows in, and I will be right back. First shade I'm going to take is Creme Brulee by Makeup Geek, which is this sort of neutral tone here, and I'm just going to be applying that into the crease, and this is going to be our transition shade. My brush does have like a bit of like shadow on from the other day, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just blending along. This is going to be quite sort of simple. And then I'm just going to go in with the shade next to it, which I believe is... oh, sorry. The shade I went in with is actually called Beaches and Cream. Then I'm going in with Creme Brulee. So Beaches and Cream is this one. And then Creme Brulee is this one. So I'm going to take Creme Brulee as my second transition. And Beaches and Cream was the first transition. Beaches and Cream is just more neutral, and then Creme Brulee is more of a sort of browny tone. And I'm just taking this as the second transition shade. With transition shades you can take sort of as many as you like. I take a minimum of like 2 just to warm the crease up. Then I'm going to be taking Cocoa Bear by Makeup Geek as well. I'm just taking them on the same brush. With each transition shade I apply them a little bit lower each time, so I just take this one even lower than the first one. I'm using Makeup Geek eyeshadows today, as I've been using my Jaclyn Hill palette a lot, and I didn't want to keep using that because I know it can be a bit annoying when someone just keeps using the same palette all the time. So these are actually just Makeup Geek eyeshadows that I purchased myself. Obviously everything I purchased myself anyway, but I've never like sent anything. Well, I've been sent stuff from like Influencer and that, and I've been sent some skincare things before, but if I'm ever sent anything I will always like leave it in the description box, or I'll tell you. And then I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush. I'm just going to blend the edges out of that. As you can see, Cocoa Bear really warmed up the eye. I'm so sorry about these lines in my head, they're so annoying. I really want to do a Q&A because I feel like on my videos I do get a lot of questions like about not where I live, like who I live with and all that sort of jazz. And I just feel like there's a couple of things I want to clear up. So I'd love to do a Q&A so people could ask me some questions and I could answer them. Right, now I'm going to be going in with the shade Sienna, and this is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. So this is it here, and it's a very warm brown. I'm going to be taking it on a Morphe M507 brush. This has had black shadow on, but YOLO. So I'm going to start by just dotting this along my crease, just mapping out where I want the shadow. As you can see, it's like all chunky. I'm going to zoom you in, and I'm just going to map it along. It doesn't matter if you get any on the lid because we're going to be covering the lid with glitter. I feel like a lot of my looks recently I've just been doing sort of glitter and that, so if you don't like glitter, if you want me to do like a matte look, please let me know. I really want to get some new brushes soon because I know I use the same brushes a lot, but it's just because they're cheap, they work for me, and yeah, I feel like the most important thing with your makeup, like it doesn't matter how much you spend on like an eyeshadow, it's more like your actual tools. Right, now I've put Sienna in the crease, I'm going to go in with Hot Chocolate. which is the shade next to Sienna. And I'm just going to apply that into the same area. This is a very warm brown. I'm just going to apply this like on this outer part here. So I just always like map the shadow out. Like I never understand why people make eyeshadow look so difficult when it's actually quite easy when you sort of like get to the basics of it. Then I just go in with that same brush and I just blend it. It's better to go in with the same brush when you want to blend into other colours, because then it helps you blend because it still has the previous shadow on it. And then when you want to go around the edge to neaten it up, you take a clean fluffy brush like this one. Obviously this is a smoky look, but then I'm just going to go around there. Doesn't matter if you drag it out too far. These eyeshadows I find very easy to blend anyway. These are the Single Shadows by ABH. I love the Modern Renaissance palette. That's one of my favourite eyeshadow palettes. The Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette is my new favourite. I love all Morphe palettes really. The 350 is brilliant. I feel like this eye is different to that. I'm going to go in with a bit more of Sienna on this eye and take that a bit higher up. Then I'm going to blend out this bit here because I still want it very rounded. I don't want this like blown out that much. Then I'm just going to, because I'm going for like a silver eye, I'm going to take this shade by Makeup Geek, and I think this is called Grandstand. Let me just get it out. Oh no, it's called High Wire. It's like a lavender sort of silvery tone. And I'm going to take my MAC 242 flat shader brush. I'm going to apply the shadow onto this brush, and I'm just going to swipe my brush. My brush is a little bit wet because I've just wiped it on this, and all I'm going to do, I'm just going to like put this all over. With these Makeup Geek eyeshadows, you can apply them with your brush, with your finger. It doesn't really matter. I prefer to apply it with a brush because I've got my nails done, and they are like really good. I think they're like, they used to be like £5. No, something like that. I think they're like £7 now. So just packing that down. This is just going to be our base, the glitter to go onto. So then that way you get like a nice sort of base, so then when the glitter sort of hits the light, you still get this peeking through. These do have fallout, but only like in the pan. So like the fallout only like occurs in the pan. I'll show you what I mean. So as you'll be able to see, it's only like falling out with the pan, you know what I mean. And I just pack that down, and I just sort of curve it into the shape I want. Then I'll just go back in with more of that Hot Chocolate shade by ABH and just go around it. And I just take my Zoeva brush and just blend the dark brown. Then I go around the dark brown and blend that. I've got this really annoying line here. I'm going to be using a black, I think, just to go all out. So I'm applying Sienna, and then I'm just going to literally just blend over that, because I am going to clean this up. But I'm just doing it so then the end colour that you see is Sienna and not Hot Chocolate. I hope that makes sense. Right, then for the glitter, I'm going to take, I think I'm going to take this Dose of Colours one, because I want it to match my nails. Barry M one's quite chunky, but this one's very fine, so it's not going to be like super chunky in my eye. So I'm going to take my NYX Glitter Primer. This actually does come with like some cream. I might use that actually, as it comes with it. Yeah, I'm just going to use this. So as it already comes with it, I'm just going to use the little base that you get. So I'm just going to use that. I'm going to use that on my same MAC brush, and I'm just going to apply that over that Makeup Geek pigment. This is why we do like our eyes first with like glitter. You could do your eyes last if you want, but there's always a chance of getting loads of glitter all over your foundation. This base is like a goldy sort of champagne-y colour, because the glitter itself isn't like actually silver, it's like a champagne-y colour, so it's quite different. I'm then just going to take the glitter side, and literally I'm not going to tip this much because I will tip it all over my laptop, and that's what it looks like. And I'm just going to literally pat my brush, and as you can see it's literally stunning. And I'm just going to pat this onto my eye. Yeah, I'm glad I used this, not the Barry M one. My dog is at the door, I think. Brack, open the door. Push it! Hello! Sit down then. Sit! Okay, that's a bit too gold. I might add the Barry M on top. So then I'm just going to put the cream on top. My dogs have decided to come into the room. because there's fireworks and they're scared of fireworks. Right, so now that one's applied, I'm then just going to do exactly the same. So I take hot chocolate and I just take that round just to tidy it up. Then I'm just going to add a bit of the Cgrwm glitter because that is a bit too champagne-y of what I was actually hoping for. This is the Cgrwm glitter dust in 4. It's a bit chunkier. So I'm going to just take that same dose of colours thing again instead of taking like the NYX glitter primer, and I'm just going to take a very thin amount because it's basically the same stuff, and I'm just going to push that in the middle, and I'm just going to push that down onto my eye. That's better. And make sure when you apply like this cream stuff that you actually push it and you don't swipe it, because then you'll move the glitter and that you've just applied, like the dose of colours one, and then it will like crease and go funny. Now this is when I'm going to add some black. So I'm going to start off by taking Makeup Geek's Carbon, because this is again an affordable eyeshadow. I'm going to also use the black that I always use from the Too Faced palette, just because that is my favourite black. But I'm just going to push that on the outer corner and just push it over. And I'm only going to focus it there. I don't think I'm going to focus it into the crease. I just want to like shut the eyes off there. If you want to elongate your eyes, then I'd drag it out more. But I don't really want to do that. I just want to round them off. Then I'm just going to take... Right, now that Corrupt shade is down, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced one. That's literally just a base, because the Corrupt one, that's the only thing. I feel like if you get a cheap black eyeshadow, they're never very good. You have to spend quite a lot, I find. The only other black eyeshadow I've ever found that's very good is the Urban Decay one. I can't remember what it's called. So as you can see, I've just made a black dot. So it looks messy, but we're going to blend it out. I just want it so it's like a nice black pigmented colour. Over it. This brush still has a little bit of black on from the other day. This is a Morphe M506. I'm just going to take some of the hot chocolate colour from ABH, and I'm just going to blend that black out just around the top here and just around this part here. And then I'm just going to take my Zoeva brush and just drag that. And this is going to be cleaned up, don't worry. So again with this eye, so you're like almost trapping the black in with the brown, pulling the brown down. Then with that part of the brown, I'm going to take this fluffy brush and blend it out the top. That's why it really helps to take those transition shades, because they help you blend the shadows out and not like stick in certain places. I feel like this looks messy. Right, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back in with another Zoeva brush, and I'm going to take Sienna from earlier, and I'm just going to run that just along the top, just so it's poking through above that hot chocolate shade, like that. So you get that warm brown, so it doesn't look too like cool tone, because it's quite messy. My eyes are quite dry as well, so that doesn't really help. Yeah, that's better. That's what I wanted it to do. Now what I'm going to do, this glitter literally everywhere, I'm just going to go around my eyes once more, blend along. Then I'm just going to take, I've got to take a liquid liner, because when working with glitter you can't really use gel because it's just going to tug on the glitter and it's not going to go very well. So the liquid liner I'm going to take is a NYX Matte Liquid Line, and I'm just going to line along my lash line. You can go over this with a black eyeshadow. What I'm going to do, because it looks a bit messy with the glitter, I'm going to go back in with the brush that had the black on, and I'm just going to go over where it meets the glitter. Then I'm just going to go back over the brush with the matte brush. Right, I'm going to highlight my brow bone, and for that I'm going to take this little Zoeva brush. This is a Zoeva 230 Luxe pencil brush. I'm going to take the shade Nylon by MAC, and Nylon is this one right at the corner here. It's like this gold sort of like champagne-y sort of like goldy colour, icy sort of white. You'll be able to tell on my skin because I'm very tanned. It's fake obviously. And I'm just going to apply that to my brow. Blend that out. And I'm going to apply a bit of that in the inner corner too. Probably do this once the eyes, like the skin's done too. I'm going to go off camera and do my skin, and it will save a lot of time, but I'm just going to run through with you the products I'm going to use. So if you'd like an updated foundation routine or anything, then let me know. For my primer I applied the MAC Strobe Cream in Peach Light. Then for foundation, I mixed the True Match by L'Oreal and then the Infallible Total Cover by L'Oreal, and then I just applied the tiniest bit of the Dior Air Flash Spray Foundation in number 400. I haven't used this foundation in ages, so I just wanted to like test it out again because I absolutely hate it. Like, I used to love the foundation, like the finish, but I used to hate the colour. But I feel like the colour goes a bit better now with this fake tan. Whereas the fake tan I used to wear, I don't know, I used to go horrendously with. Now, the concealer I applied underneath my eyes was the the Tarte Shape Tape in Light. And I just literally dotted 2 dots under each eye. And then I just blended it out with my Real Technique sponge. It might have creased, but oh well. Then I'm just going to apply my Cover FX Custom Enhanced Drops in Moonlight, and I'm just going to apply a bit of those. And I'm just going to apply 2 dots, just a bit above my brow. And I haven't used these in like about a month because I've not really been highlighting that much. I'm just going to take this setting brush, this Real Techniques one, and I'm just going to push it into my skin. I didn't set the concealer because obviously I found with these drops, applying them on powder fails miserably. So I just push them in a bit. I don't blend them completely in with this brush because I find that they blend in better once you've actually used like your sponge or your foundation brush that you're actually applying your foundation with. So I do that, then I just take my foundation brush and I'm just going to push that in. So just pushing that into my skin. Right, then I'm just going to set the rest of my face. So I'm just going to use my Airspun powder. Actually, for under my eyes, I'm going to try something different. I'm just going to use the NYX HD Finishing Powder in Banana because I use this to set my eye primer and I liked it. So this is what it looks like. And I'm just going to take my little e.l.f. brush and I'm just going to use my sponge to get rid of the creases. And this is a big step for me because I haven't used anything to set under my eyes. Like, it's something different for like, literally like months. Ever since I got back from America, probably, I've used my Airspun powder. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to use my Airspun powder. Actually no, I'm going to use my Matte and Poreless powder by Maybelline just to change it up. It's in 252 and I'm just going to take that on my big powder brush. And I'm just going to set where I tend to get oily. I'm just setting the foundation because it's a bit like sticky. As you can see, we've still got that glow sort of going through. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to apply some bronzer. I'm going to apply my MAC Give Me Sun. I know I use this all the time, but I've never found a bronzer as nice as this one. So I'm just applying a bit of that, a bit around the temples. Please ignore this top, by the way. It feels so nice to actually film with dark hair. I feel like me again. A bit down the nose, so I look nice and bronzed. With having blonde hair, I feel like you can't really wear a lot of bronzer because I feel like it makes you look really orange. I've still got like a random blonde bit. Then I'm going to take Sun Power by MAC, which is just a bit darker and like more red tone, but it's night time. So I'm going to take some of this Revolution Vivid Baked bronzer, and this is like this shimmery like highlighter bronzer, and I'm going to take that over this bronzer just to bronze up my face even more. That's that. The blusher, I'm just going to take MAC Peaches and apply a bit of that. I'm going to finish off the rest of my eyes quickly. But underneath my eye, I'm just going to take that black eyeshadow. I'm just going to take the one from the Too Faced palette just because it's closest to me. And I'm just going to run that along my lash line. I'm not going to like make this really dark underneath because I'm going to be like blending it into a brown and I don't want it to like be really hard to blend out. So I'm just going to leave it like that. Then I'm going to take another pencil brush, this one, which is a Morphe M506. I'm going to take Hot Chocolate from earlier and I'm going to run that into that. And I'm going to make this up with that other eyeshadow on the top. And then I'm going to take Sienna, which is that light sort of orangey brown from earlier. And I'm going to run that underneath. and I'm gonna run this really close to that chocolatey brown, that I don't take this too far down, whereas on the top we took it quite far up, whereas on the bottom you just want to take it quite close to the other colours. This is probably my favourite colour by AVH. I feel like you could wear this eyeshadow with literally like any look at all. Then I'm going to take a Morphe brush, the M505 we used earlier. I'm going to go underneath that. Then that's the eyes done. Right, for eyelashes, I'm going to go in with these Sosu ones. These are from Primark. These are the Sosu New York lashes. There's a picture of the makeup artist on the back. And I'm literally just going to be applying these. Been looking forward to wearing these because they're very fluttery. So this is what they look like. I'm actually going to be cutting them from the inner corner because the inner corner, they flutter out quite far. I would normally recommend just cutting them from the outer corner if you don't really wear eyelashes. I'm just going to wear them like that. These literally cost £5 as well. Just going to quickly put eyebrow gel on. Go over this inner corner highlight. Right, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to apply some of my Inglot Body Sparkles in 02 and apply it with a paintbrush. This is just the one I always use from Hobbycraft. I've changed my top, by the way. Just going to apply that where we applied the other highlighter, just so it stands out. These eyelashes are really pretty. And then I'm just going to apply a bit of this Bobbi Brown Bronze Glow. It normally comes out around Christmas, this highlighter. It's like a limited edition one. But I thought as it's Craig's birthday, well, going out for a meal, I'd go all out. So I'm just going to apply my lip liner. The lip liner I'm using is Nude Beige by NYX. And I'm actually going to be applying, by the way, please ignore my eyelashes. I stuck them back down. I'm waiting for the glue to dry. I'm going to apply MAC's Peach Stock lipstick, which is my favourite nude lipstick. I wear this all the time. It's the perfect nude, that it's not like too much of like a concealer tone. And then just so that doesn't look too nude, I'm going to apply this Makeup Forever lip gloss. And this is in 100p. I'm just going to apply that on lips. So this is the finished look. I'm just going to take my hair down. So this is the finished look. Please ignore my hair. It's an absolute mess. I can never get my hair to go right. Just need to paint my eyes so because it's a bit too bright. It's far too dark now. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. This is the finished look. I'm now going out, so thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed this makeup look. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.